A very good day to all of you out there. This is Admav here with another episode of Admav's Corner. Welcome to this it's not very cold, but it's quite cold. This cold fall day on this October 14th, 2022. Of course, you're always welcome here. There's a safe space to discuss whatever you want to get out of your chest. To get off your chest, sorry. Whatever you want to get off your chest. You may have surmised from the sound of my voice that I'm a little low energy today, and I'm not going to lie. That is the case. I am pretty low energy. Just feel drained this week. Been dealing with some things. Still, though, I still feel grateful for everything that's going on. I'm still overall happy about how life is going at this point in time. I don't have much to say really today. And for a long time, I kind of dreaded the day that I wouldn't have much to say on this podcast, because this is obviously, as with many podcasts, this one runs on my thoughts in my head, my ideas, and I have to sort of, the way I usually operate is that I think about subjects prior to doing the podcast. I think about subjects or things I've gone through during the week, and that's what I kind of talk about and elaborate on when I'm on here. This episode's no different. It's just that my energy is low. Things have happened this week, and though things that I'm not really willing to openly talk about on this podcast, at least not right now. So, yeah. I'm feeling a little uninspired. But I thought to myself, you know what? I know you've been anxious about finally going into the recording booth and not having many ideas, because I've always been anxious about that, as I've previously mentioned. But eventually I thought to myself, hey, that's okay. It was always going to happen. Eventually it was always going to happen, but you're going to have to just push through and power through and kind of figure out what you want to talk about then. And I guess that is something I want to talk about, is when you're feeling a little low, you're feeling a little uninspired, not having much energy to really use for the day, just enough to get through it, right? So anything else is just sort of out of the question. But that's okay. There are going to be days where you don't feel at your best, and you feel you don't have the resources or the energy to be more than what you are now. You know, sometimes you don't have the energy to do anything extra other than getting through the day. And, you might come off as a little grumpy, a little surly, a negative attitude. People might notice when you're at work or around your friends and family, hey, is something wrong? Not necessarily. You don't. When you try to answer that question, it's not like there is anything wrong in particular. I mean, there may be several things that are, several little things that are wrong, but it's the little things that really sort of matter and add up sometimes that lead you to feeling the way that you do, to feeling drained, to feeling like you have very little energy. And that's definitely the case with me right now. And I'm just trying to navigate my way through it, knowing that I'll get there, knowing that this will pass and I can move on to brighter days. But it's okay to be like this sometimes, to just sort of be here. It's okay to just be at times. And I think in this world that we live in, especially in 2022, just being sometimes, or a lot of the time, because of how our culture sort of portrays how we should live our life, not just our culture, not just Canadian culture, but all over the world, is that we always have to be on the go, doing something, moving, making money, creating art, writing stuff, doing stuff. No, that's simply not the case. Of course, if that's who you are and you're always driven and you need to find something, sure. But there's always a balance to life. And sometimes what you need is to just be. Just be alive. Just be there. Sometimes there's nothing much going on. Sometimes you don't have the energy to do anything, to think about anything, to process anything. And when I say that, your brain still could be processing stuff in the background without you realizing it. But it's able to do that better when you give yourself a chance to rest or to be in the quiet on these types of days where you don't feel inspired or you have low energy. That's just as important, to allow yourself that time of quiet, to allow yourself some silence. It'll help you recover and feel better. And that's what I want to do this weekend. It's going to be a quiet weekend. Nothing much is going on. As always, I'd like to spend time with family and friends, because our time on Earth is limited. And at this age, every time I get a chance to spend time with family and friends, to me is a huge, huge gift. And I appreciate it, even though sometimes the hangouts are just mundane, or the time we spend is just, nothing of note, nothing too special. But the fact that we're able to do it and spend time is special enough to me, and it matters a lot to me. And so I would implore you to sort of go find that as well. Find the thing that matters to you and spend a little time there, whether it's with your family or friends. You go out, play something like a sport, or just outdoor activities, or play video games. Maybe you fell out of touch with video games. Play some video games. Watch some TV shows, movies. Do something just for yourself. Do something that'll help you rest. Maybe you don't want to do any of those things. Maybe, like I was saying just earlier, maybe you just want to spend some time in the quiet, which is perfectly okay. Just do something for you. Do something to help you recover, to help you be more centered again. So that's pretty much all I have to say this week, and I'm really grateful for every single one of you that take your time to listen to this, listen to my thoughts, and hopefully I can add some sort of value to your life, or add just a perspective of somebody else in this world going through life. To me, that's always a valuable thing, hearing other people's perspectives. It adds to my own, and my worldview broadens, it grows, and I think that makes you a better person when that happens. So thank you for listening, everybody. I'm really grateful for all of you. I love you all. I wish you a happy and safe weekend. Until next time, take care.